Justin Herbert film versus the Minnesota Vikings is actually really good, and kind of wanted to share that with you guys. Now, on this first play, the offensive line is going to be in what we call a scat protection. They're going to slide their offensive line from right to left. We're going to utilize our running back to pick up the B-gap linebacker, and from there you get man-to-man. Now, this defense is going to do a very poor job playing with lane integrity, as these guys are going to blitz to the outside. These guys are going to get to the outside. Well, actually, I believe this guy's going to get this way. So what ends up happening when you don't play lane integrity is the quarterback gets outside the pocket and can really, and I'll show you exactly what I mean by that. So you're going to see this guy kind of reach the point of attack, drop back into his zone. But right here, you see how nobody's kind of just sitting here waiting, keeping the quarterback in check? Well, now he's able to kind of hit that gap. Now, when a quarterback hits a gap like this, it really puts a lot of pressure on these second-level defenders, point A and point B. So as he steps up, these guys tend to bite up on the potential run of Herbert, and he finds Keenan Allen over the middle. Nice pickup, 17 yards, very easy for Justin Herbert. All you got to do, step up, make those guys, second-level defenders, come up just a little bit as if we're going to run the football, and then he's able to find him pretty easily here. Great job by Keenan, kind of sitting in the middle of the defense, sitting in that zone. Perfect. That's how it needs to be done. Now, we're going to break down a ton of film. If you want more Chargers content, comment down below P2. Lets me know that you guys, one, enjoy the videos, but two, want more going forward. So make sure you guys do that. Let's dive in. I am kind of skipping all the way to this play because it is one of my favorites of the game. Now, the first thing that we notice is we have press man coverage to the top side with Ladd McConkey. Now, Ladd's not the biggest receiver in the world, but he does have a little bit of speed to him, okay? Now, when you have press man coverages like this, even here as well, right? And you have go balls, these are what we call, for quarterbacks, yes-no reads. Essentially, yes-no read is when we have a one-on-one matchup that we really like, we're throwing that football almost no matter what. Okay, so this is more of a post-snap yes-no read, and what I mean by that is if this guy bites down ever so slightly, we're throwing the ball. If this guy drops back into a deep zone covering the deep part of the field, you're probably not throwing the football. Okay, so it's a yes-no read. We have to make it pre-snap. Now watch this. As we drop back in the pocket, offensive line is going to be in that 5-man scat, slide right, man left. So as we drop back, we're reading that deep safety. Okay. Now, we're going to see him bite down ever so slightly on Oronde Gadsden. Once we see him even take one step down, we're throwing the football to Ladd. Now, Ladd does a really good job just beating his man down the field. Now, he puts this thing in a breadbasket. Look at that. Beautiful throw by Justin Herbert. Great job reading that deep safety, take his first step down, and then boom. What a ball by Justin Herbert. Offensive line, really good job. I can only imagine if they were fully healthy, that this team would be insane. Right? If they had Rashawn Slater, he's also under pressure as well. I mean, there's a guy in his face and still puts this right where it needs to be. Shout out to Justin Herbert, man. He's really good. Guys, really quickly, before we get any further into the video, do me a big favor. Hit the like button if you haven't already done so yet. Helps out the channel so much. Let's see if we can get over 500 likes on this one. Also, comment down below P2 if you want another part of the video, like another player you want me to break down specifically. We've done Gadsden, we've done a little bit of the D-line, we've done Justin Herbert. Who else would you want me to break down next? And lastly, most importantly, make sure you guys are subscribed. It is free, doesn't cost anything, and we will be covering the Chargers all year long. Offense, defense, individual player breakdowns. Join the family. Let's keep going. Okay, another great ball here. First thing we notice on this play, guys, look at the middle of the field. You see how it's kind of open for the most part? You do have a safety here, but they're playing very wide. Safeties are playing extremely wide. Now, the first read right here is going to be this linebacker. If he drops back into a mid-read, we're probably going to look elsewhere. But if he doesn't, we're going to want this in route over the middle of the field. Oronde Gadsden is so good in one-on-one situations because he's actually a good route runner for the most part. So, as this ball is snapped, again, the first thing we're reading is that linebacker. He bites up. This safety stays over the middle of the field towards the left side, not the middle. The middle of the field's wide open, right? It's still wide open. Look at him. He's going to act like he's going to the outside, opens up the hips of the DB, freezes him for just a second, ball's out on time and on target, a little bit behind. But again, beautiful play here from the Chargers. Once again, look at him plant that right foot to the outside, freeze the defender ever so slightly, and it's a wide open touchdown in the back of the end zone. Great job again. And he's under pressure again. I mean, look at the dude is so cool, calm, and collected in situations. He's something else. Monday Night Football is going to be amazing tonight, and I had a couple of picks for you guys, so we could potentially over 1,000x our money. With the sleeper app, I've been having so much fun using it, and guys, really quickly, if you use my promo code DUBS, they're going to give you a 100% match deposit with your first deposit, which means if you put in 100, they're going to give you 100 in bonus funds. I mean, just take that alone and use it, right? It's amazing. But let's go through some of my picks. I'm going to start off with Bijan. I like Bijan today to just get a lot of passes. I think Buffalo's going to go up early. So let's look at his line of 115.5 rushing and receiving yards, and I'm going to go more than just 100. I think he's going to catch the football a ton in this football game. I also like Josh Allen rushing, but I'm going to keep it at 25.5, go more than 25. I think that's fair. The Chicago Bears run defense is not very good at all. We're going to go to rushing yards, and I'm going to put it at 50, more than 50 rushing yards. I think that's another one that's pretty fair. One more. I want to go Kyle Pitts. Darnell Mooney, I believe, is out today. I could be wrong, but 25 receiving yards more than I feel like is pretty fair. So Bijan, rush receiving, Josh Allen rushing, Jacory 50, Kyle Pitts 25 plus. I feel like that's fair. If you put 20, you can win 50. Obviously, you can put a lot more. I like playing really safe. But if you really want to go for the moon, you guys can. Let me know in the comments down below. And again, use promo code DUBS. Get that free match deposit. You'll get up to $100 on your first deposit. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in about 25 different states. So make sure you guys check out Sleeper today. And again, code DUBS. Another genius play. They come out in 13 personnel. Essentially, one running back, 3 tight ends. We're going to use our guy on the top side for an out. We're also going to be running this crosser over the middle of the field. Now, what ends up being beautiful is manipulation by Justin Herbert. What do I mean by that? So, as we drop back off the play action, our first instinct is going to be to looking at this route. Now, the reason we look at this route is because they have 2 high safety look. Also, it looks like maybe this guy's in a mid-read. Now, what is important here is if we can look at this route and move this safety down, look what ends up being wide open, right? We see that. We all see that. We all understand that. So it's all about manipulation. He looks off to the right. He moves 44 down with his eyes, right? These guys are taught because they're in zone coverages. Read the eyes of the quarterback, and they'll tell you where they're going with the football. In this case, he tells you where he wants you to go. So he moves that safety. Boom. And now we step up, find Gatson down the field for a massive 40-yard pickup. Again, it's all because he can use his eyes, move a defensive back, and find an open man in the zone that the guy should have been in. And you guys sit here and tell me that Herbert's not that good. Or some people do. Some people do. Don't make sense to me, man. Now, what is this offensive line in? All right, so they're in a full slide. So whenever we're in a full slide, it usually means that everyone's trending in this direction. But you also need guys to cover the man side. So you're going to get man side. I think man side with the running back 2 off the play action. 7-man protection. Yeah. 1, 2. They double combo block there off the edge. Pretty good job, man, by the O-line. 7-man full slide. Then Gatson picks up 40 on that. Another crazy play here by Herb. We're going to work off play action again. You got 12 personnel here, 2 tight ends, 1 running back. We're going to work off play action. Offensive line is going to be in a scat protection. Slide right, man left. Boom. As we drop back, they get instant pressure up the A-gap. And look at Justin Herbert. Kind of get outside, utilize his blockers in space. And look at Ladd McConkey. Kind of sits right in the middle of the field. But this is a very tough throw to make, right? If you try to make that throw, you got to laser that thing in there because you still have a defender kind of lurking around in that area. Also, this guy could jump it as well. Got to be very, very careful. So what does he do? He actually looks off to this side of the field, moves some defenders over with him, and then turns back and fires. That's, again, manipulation, anticipation, moving defenders out of your way. Move everyone to this side of the field. Keep the middle open. Such a good job, man. Such a good quarterback is Justin Herbert, man. I'm telling you. Here's another one. 13 personnel, 3 tight ends, 1 running back in the backfield. We're going to be running this like crosser over the middle. But with everyone following off the bootleg out to the right, you're going to see everybody just get to the right side of the field. And Trey Harris is going to be able to kind of drop back into the zone. Going to work out perfectly. A little bit of pre-snap motion here. Boom. Play fake. Full slide to the left. We're rolling out to the right. Look at everyone on the defense. Boom, 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 boom. Right, everyone's going back. You do have this defender that you do need to be scared about. But we're just going to get to the back of the end zone here, fill the lane. And as Herbert starts to scramble outside the pocket, right, or actually scrambles back to the inside, this defender bites down instead of continuing to trail the middle of the field. And boom, we find him once again in the back of the end zone. Herbert used his legs a ton in this game, and without his legs, he probably wouldn't have been able to make a lot of the throws that he made because, again, a lot of anticipation of moving defenders with either his legs or his eyes, and that's pretty much what he did, man, in this game. Herbert is becoming a high-end quarterback in this league. They got weapons for days, too. So, guys, hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, turn on post notifications for more of these videos. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Should be very, very soon. Peace.